Hey everyone, Alison Boychuk here. This is another weekly broadcast of my Wednesday Whispers. Hope you are all doing fantastic tonight. Tyson and I are doing wonderful here in Carberry this evening. I'm just going to take a few seconds and wait for a few people to come on and join us. A couple little announcements. Firstly, I am extremely excited. I am going on the road and doing a Central Saskatchewan Angels on the Road tour starting August the 14th. Extremely excited about that. Um, it is going to be a really great tour starting in Melville, going to then to Regina, Moose Jaw, Saskatoon, Kenora, and then lastly to Yorkton. So I am very excited for that upcoming tour. If you would like more details about that tour, please go on my website, alisonswhisperingangels.com. It is all there. If you'd like to book your private one-on-one session for one of those tour dates, you can definitely do that on my website. Good evening, ladies. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Good good evening, Amber, Valerie, Kelly. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. Melissa, hi. Good evening, everybody. All right. Andrea, hello. All right, everyone. I think I'm just going to get rolling tonight as I reflect and say a little prayer before every Wednesday Whispers. I was feeling a lot of spirit tonight, so I don't want to waste any minutes of this hour. So I'm just going to get on with Wednesday Whispers. But quickly, hi, Jody, Lori, Barb, and Jen. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Hi, Christine. So yes, for any of you newcomers watching, if just like to announce, as I always do, that if you feel that this is your loved one, as soon as you're starting to feel that way, if you could please write a comment to let me know. There is a little bit of a delay as you type something for the time that I see it, and it just makes the flow a lot easier for me, and I'm able to get through it faster and be able to give as many messages to as many people as I can. And I also just want to quickly say that if someone has already spoken for that loved one, and but you feel that that very much could be yours as well, please say something, pipe up, make a comment, and I definitely will work it out because it's important to me that it goes to the right person. All right. So yes, hi Lorna, hi Mom Christine. Thank you. Hi Gail. All right. I'm just going to take a few seconds. I'm going to put myself in that state of mind. I'm just going to get rolling tonight. Okay. All right. The first loved one that I'd love to bring forward is I have a male here. All right. Um, he has decided to show me his appearance first off. All right. I see him as I'd say about an average height man. He's got brown hair. Okay. Um, when he was in his prime and feeling good, I'd say roughly average weight, not thin necessarily, and not really big either. I'd say, kind of average. All right. He's showing me himself a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. Okay. Um, I'm asking him some more details, and it very much, I would have to say that this male is looking like he must have passed in about his Uh, I'd say late 50s, early 60s. All right. Um, hmm. The next thing that he has decided to show me real quick is a couple things, some visions I was watching. He has shown me old red barn. Okay, I'm not sure exactly why, but he did. Okay, um, and he's showing me this old car now. It, hmm. I was just going to say that I don't know what kind of car it is, and he just told me. He just told me it's a Chevy. All right, this old car. Okay. Um, I've asked him how come he is no longer here, and it doesn't seem like it's necessarily a simple answer, but he lets me know that he had definitely had some heart issues. Okay. I can definitely see that and feel that about this wonderful man. All right, he's trying very hard to connect with his family here tonight, and he comes in with such an absolutely loving heart. Okay, he has such a very very kind smile. Okay, and it's interesting. I just want to bring up real quick that his cheeks are kind of you know kind of like chubbier cheeks. You know, he has this really really nice smile. Okay. I've asked him for some more detail, and it looks like he's trying to express to me that he enjoyed hunting, and I believe deer hunting in particular. Okay, he tells me that as well. He shows me himself wearing a plaid jacket quite often. Okay, um, these are just little details to help the person that who this is for. Just some little details that to make you know that it is indeed him. Okay. And he lets me know it just seems like there's a real like kind of like a special occasion has just occurred. Someone's birthday just happened or anniversary, something like that. I really think it feels like a birthday. Okay? He's just trying to show me some type of celebration is happening or has just happened, and he just wants family to know that he was there too. Okay, and he's doing very very well. So happy. Okay. He is missed by so many, as I feel his personality. He was, such a kind man and a friend to so many. All right. Absolutely. Excuse me. Okay. Aw, Dee Dee, thank you so much. You are most welcome. Okay. All right. Whew. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward is I have someone here who my viewers who watch me often know exactly what I mean by this. I have this urge to cry. Okay, I have someone here who unfortunately is no longer here either because of their own doing, either being a suicide or drug overdose or really strongly did not look after their health that um, unfortunately decisions made that ended his life. Okay. um, mhm. Like I said, it is possible that it was just some bad decisions being made, or indeed, like I said, a drug overdose or suicide or something of that nature. Okay, this guy. I know I say this so much about how they have such a nice smile, but they do. And if you could see what I'm seeing, you could see how it's just their way of just showing me to try do my best to express that they are okay and they are happy, as I often see that they're very kind smile. And this gentleman here, as I'm connected with him, I'm seeing things a little bit, a little bit more as they come in more clearly. And I just want to talk about how I can feel him. Unfortunately, this man did not live a long life. Okay. Um, it looks to me, you know, uh, it, by looking at him, it looks like about in his 50s. Okay. Um, Katie on, thank you for being here, Katie on YouTube. Oh, and I'm sorry your boyfriend took his life. Okay, Katie. Um, Let me keep on going, and you let me know indeed if you feel this is your boyfriend. All right. And I just need to tell you, Katie, that when I read your message, that's when things really visions come in really quickly. And as I talked about him earlier, now I feel his personality a little bit more clear. And something I need to say to you is, he was a he was kind of a bit of a jokester. Maybe that's not really quite the word. He liked to make people laugh. Um, he wasn't a he kind of tried to find the enlightening things in life. Not to take life so serious. Katie is what I'm trying to say to you. Okay. Um, okay. Um, all right, Kelsey. I read your message as well. Um, I will do my best here to figure out who this is for. Okay. The next thing he has chosen to show me, indeed, is that he drove a truck. Okay, um, Delcy. How old was he? Um, Late 40s, early 50s, somewhere in there. Okay, I'm not getting an exact number. I would definitely say it. Okay, but I'm not seeing it. So hmm. He just showed me that you go to his. It looks like to his grave or something. Okay, he was 37. Okay, all right. I'm not sure, Katie. I'll keep on rolling, and you let me know. There's Kelsey and Katie here. Um, I see that you have gone to his grave. He shows that to me, and he's letting you know that he knows you've been there. The reason why I say that is he shows me all of a sudden I could clearly see a graveyard. Okay, and I know it. Okay, Katie, thank you. Okay, um, so Kelsey, I need to tell you that as I continue to connect with this guy, he shows me all this time together, all this so many memories, so many good times, lots of laughter, and it feels like unfortunately he's had a lot of struggles within himself about his own. Um, how do I word this? Kind of, it's sensitive to talk about, but he shows it to me, and I'm usually not shown things that I shouldn't say, so I feel I can say it, and he just shows me how much he suffered with his own happiness. He was so happy with other people, but how much he just didn't like himself, if that makes sense to you. That's kind of exactly how he's making me feel, and he just showed me his appearance a little bit more. Um, this guy is. Excuse me, brown hair. Um, I would say just maybe a little bit more than average weight is how he looks to me. And what a great person to be around. He was friends with so many people. Um, was really, really loved to socialize. It was almost shocking that you would think that he had some depression and stuff like that when he appeared to be so happy when he was around people. Okay. Um, so, Kelsey, I hope that this is all making sense to you. Okay. Um, yeah, absolutely, Kelsey. You betcha. Yeah. hmm Yeah, that's too bad. Um, And I need to tell you, he shows me that you were friends with him for a very long time. And the reason why I'm saying that is it just shows me as kind of like showing me two younger people and just time going by and the years going by. And you guys were really good friends. Okay. Um, and I just need to tell you, Kelsey, that he is just feels so much better. Okay. The depression is gone. Okay. He is indeed in eternal life. He is in heaven, and he is surrounded by other family. And I was just listening to him. Sorry, he wants me to talk about real quick for you how don't be too sad because he's not. All right. Um, it's such a relief for him for the depression to be gone and over the moment he passed. He was just completely taken of that depression and that sadness and that heavy heart that he often felt that he tried so hard to hide from people. um, and the moment that he passed, it indeed was lifted from him. Okay. And so just hold on to those beautiful memories that you have of him, and you will, much later, you will see him again, and your friendship will always carry on. As I was just about to move on, um, he shows me that you think of him quite often, and I'm not sure exactly like if this is literally a photo but he's showing me some pictures that you look at pictures of the two of you sometimes, and he's often in your thoughts, and keep talking to him. Okay. Um, you always wonder, he tells me you always wonder if he is okay. And he definitely, Kelsey, he is okay. He is more than okay. All right. And it was just my job tonight to tell you that he is more than okay. He's doing very, very well. All right. So thank you so much, Kelsey, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your wonderful friend tonight. Okay. All right, the next loved one that I would like to bring forward is I have this lady here who tells me, "Mom, mom, mom, mom." She is a mom and she is really, really wanting to connect with her child tonight. Okay, her child really, really needs to hear from her. There's been a lot of stress and there's been so much going on that just hearing from mom would be really, really helpful. Okay, it would mean the world to you, really. Okay. This wonderful lady lets me know I very much feel I feel a farm lifestyle from her. Okay. And definitely a small community. Okay. I very much feel that about her. Okay. She's an absolutely wonderful lady. Okay. I've asked her how come she is no longer here, and I'm not quite sure. I'm just being honest. Okay? I'm not quite sure. Now, sometimes that just means that there's just more than one answer to that, that it wasn't just one simple thing. But I'm honestly not 100% sure. Okay, so I'm going to ask her for some other details explain, to talk about her. Okay. She shows me that not only were you mother and daughter, um, you were friends. Okay. Um, you could always go to mom. Mom Mom was, if you could talk about your mom, one thing, something you would say about your mom is that she was very patient. Okay, she was an excellent listener. Okay? Um, she was the type of lady that she just didn't judge very much. Okay, and you miss her so incredibly. And right now, as I'm talking, it was really interesting that she brings up a dog, and I think she's trying to express that. I think maybe she has your family dog, or it kind of felt like that's what she was trying to relate to me. And she definitely is doing very well. Okay? She just showed me these really delicious looking cookies. I'm assuming that's you know that was something that she enjoyed doing. But her personality shines through more than anything. The closeness of the two of you. I've asked her to please give me, these are things that are could be, I need something that's more specific. And she let me know that she passed in her 80s. Okay, and she just went like this and let me know that um, she must have either put her hair in curlers um, or would get it permed because she just showing me how it was really important to her that her hair was proper. Okay, um, this wonderful lady. Um, I can also clearly see that this wonderful lady was very social. Okay? Um, she was not a shy woman in the community by no means. Okay, I really like I said earlier, I'm really feeling that small town feeling about her as a senior. I felt like maybe she lived on a farm and then moved into town or something like that. That's kind of how it felt. And all right, Susan could be. Um, I just want to ask you, Susan, the second I read your name, I seen some type of necklace, and I just want to ask you if that means something to you from your mom. Okay. In particular, I could see that it's a gold necklace. Okay. It looked to me like a gold chain with a pendant on it. All right. Um, And she also shows me, she just drew my eyes right to carnation flowers. I don't know if that was something that I know that carnation flowers are often the Mother's Day flower, but oh, you gave her a necklace. Perfect. Because Susan, I just want to say the second I read your name, I could see it. Okay, you betcha. Okay. And I just want to also say that she draws my eyes very clearly to carnations. Okay. And if I can ask you, Susan, if the color like a soft yellow means anything to you at all, I could see that too, and I just really wasn't sure why. Okay, something about soft yellow. Okay, I can see it. All right. Uh, she shows me how much she loved to talk on the phone. She's just such a social lady. Just talk. Um, she had no problem keeping the conversation going. Okay? And she shows me how often that you two would talk and be in touch with each other all the time. Okay? Um, she shows me that you really made sure you made time for mom. Okay? Mom was very important. You check on mom and you'd make sure that mom was good. Okay, um, Susan, just so you know, your mom is doing so well. And I just want to tell you, as I was saying that, she showed me how she joined a male. Okay, um, not carnation, it's not yellow. Okay, she shows me how she joined a male. Okay, And I also want to say, Susan, she brings up something about um, a birthday cake. Now, I don't know if her birthday was recently called during happy hour during COVID. All right, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, and she joined your dad. You betcha. Yeah. But I just want to say she shows me a birthday cake now. I don't know if yours is this month or hers, or I have no idea. But she very much showed me a birthday cake, and it just her way of bringing up someone's birthday here. Okay. Um, all right, Tamara, I read your message as well. Um, absolutely. Okay. Um, but I just want to say, as I go back to Susan for a moment, um, as soon as again I went back to your name, and I want to say that she showed me um, a beautiful piece of furniture. Okay, um, like a china cabinet or something like that. A very beautiful piece of furniture, and your birthdays are 4 days apart. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Mhm. Okay. Oh, and Lori, absolutely, you too. Yeah, your mom's favorite flower was the carnation. Yeah. And you have two of her necklaces, and she joined your dad. Yeah, her birthday just passed, as did mine. All right. Okay, Susan and Lori. Yeah, absolutely. But it can only be for one. That's the only way this works. And I'm gonna do my very best to figure it out real quick. And again, she shows me this really Okay. She showed me this really lovely piece of furniture. Again, it looks to me like a china cabinet. Okay, it's wood and you can see it was well taken care of, and it felt like it's in the family or something like that. Okay, and as soon as I could see this china cabinet, in the china cabinet, I just need to say she really took my eyes to a teapot, and now. I don't know if she's just trying to show me the china pattern that was in the china cabinet. I have had that happen before. Um, but for either of you, Susan or Lori, to talk about her china, if that would mean anything to you. Okay. Um, hmm, okay. Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, Lori. Yeah, it was her aunt's, and my your brother has it. Yep. Hmm. Yeah, and as I was saying, I could feel it was important. It had must have been very important to her. Okay, because she showed like a kind of like a pride in it, and like it was went down the generation, something like that. Okay, when I asked for something specific, that's what she showed me. Okay, Lori. With all of that, with the carnations and so on and so forth. Um, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, and she loved her tea. You betcha. Okay, I just want to tell you, Lori, that as I spoke earlier. It's interesting. As soon as and then when I make the connection, things really, really fly. And she just showed me, and I was just about to talk about your mom and how lovely and wonderful she is. And I know you already know that. And all of a sudden, a curling rock just went by, and I don't know. She must have really enjoyed watching curling or something of that nature because the curling rock just went by my eyes. And yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Um, So yes, she showed that to me as I was just about to talk about how lovely your mom is, and she is very much a visiting in heaven, and there's lots of people there. And as I talk about that in particular, I need to say I said earlier how she joined her husband, but I need to talk about there's ladies there also that she loves to visit with. Okay. Um, and as I say that, at the exact moment that I said that, she showed me a lady having cancer that she has joined. Okay. Um, Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Both your parents curled. That's awesome. Absolutely. Okay. Again, Lori, that's just their way of just giving you some affirmation. So indeed, you know it's her. Okay. And so that the things that I'm saying to you, the messages that I'm bringing to you are really indeed from her. And that's absolutely fantastic that she was able to clearly show that to me tonight. She lets me know that you are an absolute wonderful daughter. And as I spoke earlier about this, that you two were not only mother daughter, but you were friends. And she knows indeed that how much you miss her. And, as I discussed about the birthdays, um, she was there with you. Okay. Um, and how much you were thinking of her when it was her birthday. Okay. Um, but just know, Chatty Cathy, her best friend, passed in January of cancer. Oh, no way. No way, Lori. Thank you for letting me know. That makes perfect sense. Yes. So just know that her friend Kathy is there too, and they are very much enjoying being together and socializing, like I said earlier. They're doing fantastic. Okay. So just please know that your mom is doing very, very well. Okay. It's really interesting as as I talked about your mom being so social, I just want to say that your dad seems to be um, more of the quieter type compared to your mom. Okay, your mom did the talking for both of them type of thing, you know, and just let you know real quick that your dad is doing very well as well. Okay. Um, as I talked about how you had such a great friendship with your mom, um, I can feel from your dad that you were you were dad's girl too. Okay. Dad meant so much to you. All right. So just please know that they're doing very, very well. All right. And thank you so much, Lori, for giving me that opportunity. Um, give me that opportunity to talk with your parents tonight. All right. Thank you so much. All right. The next loved one that I'd love to bring forward is actually, I have another male here tonight. Who again, I have this urge to cry, and so this would be another drug overdose or suicide or something of that nature. Just one second. You are most welcome, Lori. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. So this next loved one that I want to bring forward is I have this male here who has definitely he's either committed suicide or um, had a drug overdose or something of that nature. Okay. Um, as I'm connected with him, a few things he has chosen to show me is he too indeed, as I spoke about of the other one earlier, he too, I feel his heavy heart. I feel his sense of depression, and he shows me that he enjoyed um, maybe hiding it or trying to avoid it by partying. Okay. In particular, I also feel like alcohol was a thing too. Okay, he very much shows that to me. Um, he shows me him drinking. Okay, this guy. All right. He presents himself very much as an outdoorsy kind of guy. Okay, much rather be outside than in the house. He'd be quite tan in the summer because he was outside all the time. Okay, he shows me his stature, and I need to talk about how he's definitely on the slimmer side for sure. Okay. Um, I'm asking him for some more detail. I'm asking him for his age, and I need to say I think he I want to ask all of you out there if the name Jesse means something to any of you when it comes to this situation. What I'm talking about here is I'm feeling like a Jesse or a J name for a male here. Okay, I'm feeling that from him. All right. Um, he just went like this and looked at his watch, and he was just explaining to me his way of expressing that it was his time to go. Hey, that's how he feels about it, and absolutely no regrets. Okay. Um, Again, as I said, I see a J name and his age. I'm just, it's really interesting. I can see his maturity. And so when that happens and someone is usually, they were just they matured early. Sometimes their age can be off as they grew up. And I just want to say, it really looks at, he passed in his I think his 40s. I really do. Maybe a little bit younger than that. But a very mature man. Um, I just talk about how he was a good worker. Okay. Um, his passing was so unexpected by everybody. Okay. Hmm. Um, as I'm asking him to please give me some more detail about himself, he shows me that he has a sister. Okay. And a younger one at that. Okay. A younger sister. Okay. Hmm. I'm not sure if that's who he's trying to connect with for sure. But he shows me that he definitely has one. Okay. Hmm. He just wants everyone to know that he's okay. As I talked a couple of minutes ago about how his passing was so unexpected, like it just shocked. He hid so much of what was really going on so well. Okay, he was like the opposite. He was about the last person that his family and friends thought that would do something like this. Uh, Tennille, does he have a tattoo? Okay. Hmm. He does. He does. I, th- yeah, yes, he does. Um, it's right here, I think, is what he's trying to explain to me. And then I don't know if he thought about it or if he went and got one on his chest too. I'm not sure because it was kind of like here, and then there was like he was showing me his heart. He was showing me his chest. Okay, um, this wonderful guy. It was really interesting. He showed me his ear pierced, ears. I'm not 100% sure. Tennille, if that makes sense to you, he just showed that to me right now. Having his ears pierced, ears or ear. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Um, he just pointed to his ear to show me that. Okay. All right. And interestingly, he shows me a lot about I don't know what this is. I'm trying to make sense of it. He shows me, being out in kind of like in the wilderness, running in fields and doing that kind of thing. And like he's talking about when he was growing up. I guess kind of having that country lifestyle, I suppose, must be what he's getting at. He's showing that to me. Okay. Um, and he wants me to tell you, Tennille, I need to talk about you getting headaches. Okay, if you can let me know. He's showing that to me that you get headaches. And that's just his way of expressing to show you that indeed he's around. Okay, it's like I don't know if you've been suffering with lots of them lately or what he's getting at. Okay, but he's bringing that little piece of information up. Okay, um, and as I talk about him being around, often loved ones will show me that they show their loved ones that they're around by dimes. And it was really interesting to me that he showed me a dime and then he showed me a feather. And that's his way of him showing you that indeed he's been around. All right. By bringing you dimes. Okay. Aw, thank you so much, Norma. Thank you. Okay. Um, And so just Tennille, just know that he is doing very, very well. He's happy. Okay. Um, and really interesting as I was just about to move on, he showed me. Um, this might be your dad. Oh, okay. Oh. As I was about to say, as I was about to move on, talks showed me real quick that he's in heaven with a male. Okay. Felt like his dad, I think. So he was showing me that he was met, when he died, that his dad definitely was there for him to greet him in heaven. Okay, I could see this male that he had so much respect for. Okay, and they're resting very peacefully together. Okay, so please know this. Okay, um, and Tennille, I just need to also tell you that he shows me a lady, and it felt like he was trying to express to me that you have a sister. Okay, if you could please just let me know if that's correct. It's like he's talking about the two of you. I can see this other lady. Okay. Um, and Tennille, I want to tell you, he shows me that you love to laugh. Yeah, yeah, yes, you have an older sibling. You betcha. And he shows me that you have this laugh. Okay, you that's your personality. You how do I word what he showed me? Um, you just have this positive energy, and you try to find the lighter side of things, and you live your life as full as you can, as happy as you can. Okay. And it's interesting as I talked about your sister. Now he shows me a little girl, and so I don't know if that's your daughter or what he's talking about here. Yes. Okay. Um, but he showed me a little girl as well. All right, and that's just his way of showing you that he has been around all of you. Okay, your older sister, and yourself, and now he's showing me this young child, this little girl. Okay, um, and I'm not exactly sure why he showed me her jumping on a trampoline. If that means anything to you, okay, he added that detail to all of this. All right. So just know that your wonderful dad is watching over each and every one of you. Okay. Um, I'm very sorry for your loss in the way that this has happened. Um, But again, I just need to repeat one more time that your dad is resting very, very, very peacefully. Okay. Um, so just please know that. All right. So thank you so much, Tennille, for giving me that wonderful opportunity to connect with your dad tonight. Okay. The next loved one that I would love to bring forward is hmm, it doesn't happen a lot for me, but I have a child here. Okay. Mm. Children are always hard for me. I know it's self-explanatory, I'm sure. Okay. Uh, children passing, all right, is very, very difficult. As I'm connecting with this child and asking, the situation. Mm, this was a baby. Now, I just want to make it clear. I often have the opportunity to connect with children who indeed, were never born, but they are eternal souls as well, and they go to heaven. And this was a child of a miscarriage, I believe. Okay. Um, and I know that sometimes that can be sensitive and hard for people to claim. It's really tough, and sometimes they don't know the sex, and whether it was a girl or a boy, and that kind of thing. But I just the few things that I am going to bring up, I hope that it is able to reach someone, because I have this. I definitely have this little boy here. Okay. And I strongly feel that this child, this beautiful baby, very, 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 very few people knew that you know this pregnancy was even there, that it had even happened. All right, so I don't know if what the situation exactly is, and it really doesn't matter. But I'm just shown that this was pretty early in the pregnancy situation, and he's letting me know indeed that he is a boy. Um, It's really interesting how he shows me that. And it's like he's with Grandpa. It's really cool how he just showed that to me. Okay, um, him and Grandpa. Okay, not originally, but it's like Grandpa joined him. Okay, when it was Grandpa's time, and this beautiful little boy. He is an angel. He's an absolute angel in heaven, and wow. And when Grandpa joined him, they're like two peas in a pod, and Grandpa takes it upon himself to spend a lot of time with this beautiful, beautiful baby. Okay, um, I'm asking for just a little more detail, so someone can know, and feel a little bit more confident. Um, I need to talk about the month of December. Okay, I just do. I just needed to say it. I read it. Okay, that would mean something to one of you in regards to this. Okay, the month of December. Okay. Mm. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Does he have sibling at the same time as him? Monica. I don't know. I really don't. Okay. I'm not just going to say yes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Okay. Um, and right now, I don't know. I need to talk about for some reason, if this would mean anything to anyone, is that he has very beautiful blonde hair. I don't know if that's a family trait or exactly. Okay. Beautiful blonde hair, this little boy. Okay. Um, but the point I'm just trying to make is that this child is doing very, very well. And under the circumstances, heaven is a very, very beautiful place. Okay. He has a special place in heaven. He is an angel. Okay. And as I just heard him laugh, I just need to say how he shows his happiness, and that's how he decided to show it to me, as I could hear this adorable laugh. Okay, it's absolutely beautiful. Okay. Hmm, interesting. Um, I need to talk about real quick. He showed me what I don't know what to call it. To be very honest with you, what he just showed me was there was a problem. As I spoke about, I don't know, something about this pregnancy being that there was problems with the I don't know how to say it, how he explained that to me, that there was just no way this baby could be born because it was like I'm sure someone knows what I'm trying to say. It's like the it wasn't placed in the womb in the correct place. um, so there was just no way that this baby would have been born. Okay. um, it's like a tubral pregnancy or something like that. Okay. I'm sure that's not exactly the word, but if you guys might know what I mean by that. Okay. But anyways, this beautiful little boy is he's so sweet and he's so kind and thank you, Barb. you know, thank you. Okay. So just know, um, and I understand that sometimes this is hard for people to talk about and stuff like that. So I will just kind of move on. But in your heart, if you know this is was your baby, just know that my heart goes out to you, and this situation is very very difficult. All right. All right. The very next loved one that I'd love to bring forward is I have this lovely lady here. Okay. She shows me her short curly hair, and she shows me that she's wearing kind of looks like pearl earrings, but I'm not 100% sure. She liked earrings, I think is the point. Okay, earrings, and she liked her hair was to be done. She liked it set properly. That was a big deal for her. Okay, um, I've asked this wonderful lady, um, how come she is no longer here, and she lets me know. And it's like my lower back is hurting. Um, why? Kidneys, something to do with her kidneys. Okay, that's how she has let me know that. I believe she's trying to talk about her kidneys. Yeah. Okay. Um, and I think maybe I don't know. That's some type of cancer in her kidneys or something like that. Okay. This wonderful lady. Family was so important to her. Okay? Um, and I don't know, as I talked about family, I don't know why, but she wrote me the number 5. Now I don't know if there's 4 siblings along with her or what she's getting at. But she wrote me the number 5 for some reason when I talked about family being very important to her. Okay? Um, she's absolutely lovely. Okay? Um, what's really, really important to her as much as she loves her children, she loves watching over her grandchildren. She made that very clear to me. Okay? Loves watching over her grandchildren as they grow. There's grandchildren that I believe she's expressing to me that they never met, that she passed before their birth, but she hasn't missed a beat. She's around, and really interesting. Right now, as I said that, she showed me watching over her grandchild in swimming lessons. Okay. I hate to say that. She just showed that to me. Swimming for sure, not swimming lessons, swimming. But it felt like swimming lessons is what she was trying to express to me. Okay. This wonderful woman. And as I talked about her, you know, that family meant the world to her. Um, Nobody came before family. Okay. Um, Friends, no, family was family. And she just shows me these generations. Her parents are there, her grandparents are there. Okay. Um, hmm. A piece of information she gave here, real quick, I don't know why, is she shows me, as I talked about family, and she went down the generations. She showed me a child with a cleft lip, I believe is what that's called. Yes, a cleft lip. She showed that to me, and I don't know why, but she did. Okay. This is either a grandchild of hers or a great nephew or niece. I'm not sure, but she showed that to me. Okay. Um, this wonderful lady. Uh, and I don't know why all of a sudden she took my eyes to it looked like a greenish color mobile home. Okay. I don't know, but she sure did. And this wonderful lady is using her voice and singing and just really, really being in a peaceful place because heaven is like that. Heaven is so pure and beautiful. And Barb, your sister Diane died of kidney cancer. Okay, Barb. All right. Okay. Barb, when I asked her, because it's important to me that we make sure, okay, like I like to be pretty certain that indeed that this is your loved one. And so I just want to ask you, she showed me what looked like cutting up rhubarb, and it just looked like being used for a couple of different things, maybe a rhubarb punch, rhubarb strawberry pie. I'm not 100%. Oh, maybe a wine. I'm not sure. Okay, but she showed me to talk to you about rhubarb. Okay, if that would mean something to you. Okay, um, And she talks to me about Barb. She talks to me about. She shows me you working in your yard really, really hard lately. I don't know if you're adding some, some new flowers, or um, our great nephew has a cleft lip palate. Oh, her granddaughter is 5 years old and just graduated from preschool. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Um, Thank you so much for letting me know that. You know what? Like how I was talking about the number five, and how important family was and all this. That was her way of talking about that child in particular, was to talk about the 5 year old. And she was there. Okay. She was there at that preschool graduation. You betcha. Okay. And as the second I seen that, I just need to tell you, she showed me, I don't know if you would know this or not, but she showed me the 5 year old. It looks like a purpley looking dress on this child. Okay. If that means something to you. She did. She showed me this little girl, and it looks like a purple dress. Okay. Um, and that's just, again, her way of trying to show you guys that she was there, and she's around all the time. Okay. Absolutely. That was a moment, she tells me, that was a moment she wouldn't miss. Okay. Your yard work never ends. Isn't that the truth, Barb? Absolutely. And she showed me that, like, you wiping your sweat and working in your yard. And it really felt like you're like, I don't know if it's adding to it, or you are, just making it. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just watching her. It's like you're trying to make the old, bring life back to it. Yeah. Yeah, her dress was a deep magenta. Absolutely. You betcha. Yeah. That is perfect. Again, I just want to make that clear. That was her way of showing you guys that she was there. She wouldn't have missed that graduation. Okay, absolutely. Okay. And she just told me real quick, and she just told me her hair was just absolutely adorable. Okay. Um, it was had curls in it. She showed me what it looked like, kind of like ringlets. Okay. Oh, and you just cut your neighbor's grass today. Perfect. Okay. Um, all right. All right, Barb. Haley is her clone. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. I'm assuming that's the grandchild. Okay. That's perfect. Absolutely. Okay. That's wonderful. Okay. So just please know, Barb, that your wonderful sister, she's doing very well and loves to be around all of you. Okay. Absolutely. All right. So thank you so much. Um, I just want to say real quick one more thing to you, Barb. I don't know what this is about. She just told me to say something to you about your cucumbers this year. Okay. Um, if you want them to be great, I don't know if you have to water them this year. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But she just really focused on your cucumbers in your garden. I don't know why, but she did. Okay. So I just need to pass that on to you. Something about cucumbers. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, Barb, for giving me that opportunity to connect with your really beautiful, lovely sister tonight. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight for Wednesday Whispers. It was my honor to help each and every one that I did. And I hope to see you all again next week. All right. Until then, everybody, please take care. And Tyson and I look